run it up. You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, they'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on. Jack Panther.
They'll start on the ground, ETN. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage, mixed traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here's 2nd and 8. And he rifles one incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, here's ETN. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
19 right.
The slot man in motion right. They'll try and throw for it here. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On 1st and 10, it's Eaton. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
1st down, here's Mitchell. There he goes, left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Back at 60.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no 1st down. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a 1st down.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
50 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as they drew it up in practice.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes.
Right back to Toney. He's got another one. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And I do believe this is going to line up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Out to it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Throwing now is Mahomes.
The throw for Toney is intercepted.
Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. 20, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this out to the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's Tony on the quick slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They go play fake. Mahomes. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mahomes now to throw. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On first down, Mahomes on the move to his left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Gregory Rousseau now with his second sack here on opening night. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in by Samuel. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. They've got his man complete. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. The kick by Maher is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Jamin Davis coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Got his targets, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recover? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. Now back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Etienne will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
3rd and goal at the 4-yard. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half, they give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. They'll send a receiver in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. And looky there, Charles, just acquired, already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does a few things well, and I think they'll emphasize that in his new role with this team.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
Yellow. Hey, 43, 15.
They'll run with Mitchell. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now they send the tight end in motion left. Mitchell again. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Elijah Mitchell. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
19 tight. 19 pioneer.
From the shotgun. He'll look to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Complete to number 84. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
Come on.
37-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
Second and 1. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They'll look to throw again. Buying time to his left. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now, partner, you know and I know that sacks hurt an offense's momentum. But normally when you get sacked, you're losing 5, 8, 10 yards. On a really bad play 15, how do you lose about half a field on a play? Unbelievable.
Now this throw caught left side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Cut 19.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Okay, ready?
A big loss on the
19. 79 Broncos.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
82 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down, and that will be incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
The kick by Marr is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So an important one there as they widen their lead in this fourth quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns. But in addition, a two-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
First down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go now.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 9 yards is the loss on the play, and it's going to be third down and forever.
Now, that's just one of those head scratchers. You watch that one back on film as a coach, probably say, well, what in the world did we do there?
Yeah, it makes it tough on a coach, doesn't it? When you have to teach him how to keep fighting and breaking tackles versus when to say, that's enough. That play is already done.
On third down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll get this down to about the 30-31-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. Maher able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready? Go.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Here we go. Here we go.
And they take a knee. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Pass to 60. Pass to 60. Ready?
And they will take a knee here.
Ready? Break. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
And the Niners come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Now, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Seahawks, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener.
And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.
They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hey,